2 to 3 weeks of searching, we finally found it. It's a bit of a drive. It's like a 3.5 hour drive. So woke up early. We're finishing up 5k. We're at 4.3. Then we're gonna do some cycling, 10k, and drive to Orlando. Spend the afternoon there, pick it up, come back. We just finished the 5k. Still behind, like usual. Now we're gonna drive back home, get on a bicycle, finish our 10k. Cycling now. We're at 10 minutes, 20 more minutes left. It is more tiring than you think. You say, yeah, we're gonna do 5k running, 5k cycling. Oh yeah, just casual. It's not easy. So we just stopped here, grab our lunch. What did you get?
I got fajita bread.
Of course I know. I got the barbecue chicken. Gonna finish and let's go. Halfway there, we just stopped for some sugar drinks, should I say?
Arriba.
Hey, arriba us. The things that you do just to go get motorcycle parts. The guy didn't even get my name right. Almona. Almon. Anyways, we're gonna get there. We made it. Let's go pick it up. Spend the day there. Back home. ETA midnight. All this for an exhaust? Yep. Okay, now it's time to do the swap. We're gonna be swapping the S1000R OEM exhaust to a 2016 S1000RR. I'm gonna put them side by side after we take the original one off, do the comparison, we'll explain a bit, and let's get started with the process. This fairing, this one. Then we're gonna have to move the water tank, the coolant tank.
Yeah.
There are two T30 bolts that are holding the radiator. There's this one and the same thing on the other side. We're just gonna loosen up a tiny bit just to give us more leverage, because you can see here, if you look here, we have access to 1, 2, 3 maybe. I'm not sure the fourth. The fan is gonna be in the way, so we just need a tiny bit more leverage. We're not gonna disconnect anything. We're just gonna loosen up and then we're gonna tighten them back. Now we're gonna loosen up all the header bolts and we're gonna keep it attached. After that, we're gonna take off the O2 sensors. And the last part is we have two bolts that are here. You see both in there, and then this bolt. We're gonna put a dolly underneath to hold the exhaust so that it doesn't fall or doesn't bend or anything. Slide it out, compare it to, then put in the new one. It is a bit tight, but we loosened up all the bolts over there. We just kept the exhaust hanging from here. We put a dolly under the bike. It's a bit higher. The exhaust is a bit higher than we want to, but it should be fine because it's gonna start to fall down. Now to get to the rear bolts, you're gonna have to remove these two bolts. They are T45s, these two, so you can have access there to get those, and then to unhook this one as well. Now this one, take it off. Take the plastic cover off from here. See, so it sits over here. Just hold the plastic in this place. So just with a flathead screwdriver. So make sure to put it right here so it doesn't scratch here. So there are two cables, if you see them. One on the left switches sides, comes to this side from the outer side, and the one from the right, which is outwards, goes in and goes to inwards, to the right side. That's for future reference. We're gonna have to loosen up the oil cooler. You do have to remove this that holds the cooler, and it has a bolt, I don't know if you see there, and you have to take it off because this holds the cooler, and the H pipe here is gonna hit on it and it won't go through, so you have to take it off. You have to remove the whole thing. It doesn't bend enough for the H pipe to pass through, and it doesn't have screws, but it has this type of fastener, so you just have to put in a flathead screwdriver and it pops right off. Don't forget the O-ring also, and there's two pieces, the top and the bottom part from the cooler. So it just sits on this, and then another one sits here. So, and the exhaust should come off. We took off the O2 sensors from both sides, and now the exhaust is just sitting on the dolly right now. We're gonna take it off, put it side by side, and do the comparison. Looking at both exhausts side by side, everything aligns perfectly. So these, they match with these. They do not move, by the way, they're fixed. So if I'm not mistaken, this is from a 2016 and my bike is a 2016. 2014, 15 and 16 matches with also 14, 15, 16. The rest I'm not sure. The H pipe here has a valve which is open at all time. If the sound is not as we expect it to be, then we're gonna figure out how to keep it closed at all times and see how it sounds. It's gonna be as if a straight pipe if we close it. This one's open at all times. The O2 sensors are in perfect. The valve here, if you see where the cables go through, they're upwards. This one, it's kind of downwards, so we're gonna have to attach them this way. The mount here aligns also similar to that one. Another thing, we're not gonna be able to put the heat guard from here to this one because this one is straight. This one has an angle to it. Let's see here. Took everything out. Now we're gonna install everything back as we showed you. We're not gonna be able to show the process of putting everything back because it's a bit dark now. It took us longer than we expected. So yeah, let's get started. The exhaust is sitting on the dolly now. I put in back the auto sensors, both, and we're gonna install now these cables. I need new gloves. We're gonna first put the screws here just to let it hang, and then we're gonna start tightening all the bolts from here. The exhaust now is fully hanging on its own, but the original bolts are longer than they're supposed to be in this situation, so we're gonna have to change these to shorter ones. Gonna go check if I have some and replace them and see if not, there is a spacer here that you can use. I wouldn't recommend to use it. I mean, you can use it temporarily to, in the meantime, till you get another bolt, but I'm gonna go check if I have short ones. If not, then I'm gonna put these ones, and then tomorrow morning when we go, we'll replace them. Perfect. We found a shorter one. That is the right size. We've connected the cables back to the valve. They give you a hard time because the way they were usually sitting is this one comes from this side, and when you do that, the valve doesn't work. So one way to check, but before I show you, you see how the cable now is coming, the long one now is coming from inside, so I had to kind of flip them, but just the way they're connecting here. And just to check, gonna turn on the ignition. Now it works smooth. What I'm gonna do next is connect the bolts and then tighten these also. I don't know if you can see them, the orange ones. Put back everything together and then we'll give it a cold start. It's already 10:39. So we're gonna do a cold start away from the building so that we don't wake up the neighbors, because I don't know how loud it's gonna be. I'm hoping nice, but let's get back. Okay, now so far we put back the auto sensor clip, this bolt here for the cooler, this side and the other side. Tighten it, auto sensor tight, both. The clip here, clip on the bottom, and then also for focus, for that one also the bolt tight, the header nuts, all of them, coolant tank. We installed this one, put the cover back with the clip, the 2 bolts for the foot peg, the 2 bolts for the exhaust also, and let's check, make sure. Perfect. Okay, now the last thing is we have our M4 slip-on. The problem now that we have is we do not need the foot guard. The problem is now that it's not gonna sit well. Like it is. Now the problem is when we install the slip-on, see, it's not gonna align properly, so I'm gonna have to make a trip to Home Depot, see if I can find like a plate or something, but now it's sitting stiff, like it's not gonna go anywhere. I just have to, ouch, I'm gonna scratch this one if I keep going like this. Yeah, so I have to make a trip to Home Depot, find something that or maybe we have to find like a thick sheet of metal, put a bolt through here and then another one through it from here. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna tighten it also here, and I think that's it. We still have to put back all the fairings, and I guess that's it. Okay, it's midnight. Just finished everything. All the plastics are back. Packed all the tools. This is the final look. Now we're gonna do a cold start. Overall, the bike sounds way better than before. It's not obnoxiously loud, but it's still pretty loud. Now it looks way better than before actually, and it sounds like now a proper liter bike, so highly recommend. If you want the bike to be way louder than this, you can close the H pipe and basically it will be a straight pipe, but I don't know, I'm gonna try to see if I'll figure out a way where I can just kind of manually control it. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. You have a good night.